Okay, good afternoon, everyone. And now we don't need to use in the computer. Later we will use it. So now please turn off your computer, and later we will use it. Okay. So, just let's start today our class. So today we will try to understand how to use in the Python. But before we enter into the Python world, the first thing is we need to understand how to set up the environment for the Python. Because Python is a language that they need to have a communication tool to help the computer can understand what we do for the Python. Okay, so we needed to build up the environment for the Python. Okay, so today we will divide our class into three parts. The first one will be Python environment. So I will guide you to understand how to set up Python and the development environment. In here, I will guide you to understand the two approaches. Okay, later I will let you know. The second part is the data type. Data type is the most important one. Okay, why I say the data type is the most important one? It's because we have so many programming language, right? What the programming language you have learned in the past? C and others? What? R. Any other? No. Do you know the other programming language? C++ and JavaScript, Java, PHP. All these we will say this is a programming language. But actually, when we talk about the data analytics, basically we were using the two major language. One is Python and other is R. Okay, but actually, if today you want to conduct the statistic, then most people will attribute to using the R language. But most of IT guys, they will mainly using the Python. So that will be the reasons why I want to using the Python to guide you to understand how to conduct the data analytics. Okay, so we want to using Python to conduct the data analytics. So the data will be the crucial point, especially what the type of the data. So in today, our first class, I needed to let you understand what is data type. And the third one will be the basic operation. Basic operation is we just want to using the Python to conduct the some operations of the number and the string. Okay, so today we will include in these three parts. And at the beginning, we want to enter into this part is Python environment. Python environment actually there has two approaches. One approach is we needed to embed the Python into our computers, and we needed to embed Visual Studio Code, okay, to help you to conduct your coding. And after that, you will using the Visual Studio Code to run your code, okay, to make the computer can understand what you do for the computer. That is our first way. And the second approach is we just install an application, which named Anaconda. We just install it, and they will help us to deal with all the things. So that will be an easy one. But I just let you know there has two approaches. So later I will demonstrate with you these two approaches. Try to understand. Maybe you can find out your favorite approach to use it. Okay. So at the beginning, this is Python, and the later we will go to the Google to search the Python, and we can go to here to download the new version of the Python. And here I will show you. Okay, please not using your computer now, and you can see here. And I just searching for the Python. In here, I can enter into there, so I can download the Python install manager. Okay, this is a new version, but actually you can install this one, manager, or you just want to download one version. This is just depends on you. These two is always okay. Okay, but I will choosing the first one. So I install this one, and I can click it. So that will just help us to install the Python. So that will just really quick. But when you finish, you will see a terminal. Okay, just emerge. This is a terminal, the black one. This is a terminal, and you will see that they just want to ask you a question: is do you want to update the setting? you just need to type in with a yes or no. If today you think that is okay, normally we just type in with a Y is okay. Just we wanna confirm with this. So they will keep going and they will ask you another question. You just keep Y again and install. Okay, so when you answer the 3 questions, after that they will help you to install all the things. And later they will ask you another thing is, do you wanna read their material or something? Do you need other online help? I don't wanna look. So let's just finish. So this we will finish our Python installation. So this will be really easy. And later on, we will find another thing is Visual Studio Code. Okay, I will go to here to search it, Visual Studio Code. I just go to here and I can download this one because this is a Windows computer. This is depends on what operation system you use. If you're using Mac, and there will has a Mac version. Okay, so I will download it. Okay, I click it and I will agree with all the things. And the next step. Okay. So we just waiting for a moment, and that will quick installation. Okay, that is finished, and we can run the Visual Studio Code. So we can go to here to find out our Visual Studio Code in here. Okay, so that is your Visual Studio Code, and now we will maybe I just wait you a moment. Maybe you needed to install the Python and install the Visual Studio Code, and later I will let you know how to type your first Python language. Okay, so now it's your turn. You can try to download it. Okay, and now we will write in our first Python language. Okay, so please look at here. Okay, look at here, and we will see. Actually, now I needed to open a folder. Why we needed to open a folder? Because I think we will put all the Python code into this folder to make sure all the code will be put in the same folders. Okay, so I will open the folder, and we can open the folder. You can give a name, like maybe I just give a name is code 2026. Okay. And actually, please the name not just naming a Python. Sometimes your computer will really confuse. That is an application or a folder. So maybe just avoid to using the Python. Okay, so maybe I will using the code 2026. And I will select this folder. Okay, please not using your computer now, just look at here. And I will select this folder. And when I select this folder, they will ask me a question is, do I trust the author? I think it's yes, I trust the author. And when we finish, so you can see your window is just like this way. And now we needed to create our first Python file. So in here, you will click this one, new file. Can you see this? New file. And we click here, and we can name it. We can name it just like today's 0304. .py. .py is their file name. Okay, this means this is a Python file. And when we use it, and we can start to type our first code, it's just print hello. We just say hello to everyone. And when we finish here, we can go to the terminal. And the terminal, we can click the new terminal. Okay, and here you will see a terminal window, and we needed to type in the Python 0304.py, and we enter it. They will run this code as a hello. Okay, so that is a terminal. So you needed to understand this is an editor. Visual Studio is an editor. And these editors we needed to setting up with our project. Just like you needed to setting up with a folder, create a new folder, and you can put the code into there. And after that, you can start to type in your code. But we needed to ask the terminal. Terminal will help us to code the compiler to help us to translate what we want to talking about. What about our code? Okay, so we needed to go to the terminal to click the new terminal. And we just type in the Python 0304.py. So this meaning is we want to code the Python compiler to help us to translate this file. Okay, so they will help us to translate this file. And if you want to run it again, maybe you needed to say something other, just like NCKU BA is the best. Okay, so we can save it and we can run it again. You will see that is true. NCKU BA is the best, right? So we can just use it this way. But I want you to notice here, okay, I will type in and you needed to let me know where is change. Okay, please watch out this window. Where is change? I am not talking about what the things I type in, it's the other things. Okay? Any change? Can you see? Do you have the eyes? Yeah. You can see here. Now, nothing, right? But when I start to type in the things, you will see a dot. If there has a dot, that means you haven't stored it. You haven't saved it. So you needed to save it. How to save it? Control S. Control S. How to save it? You can go to the file and to save it. But when you click the window, the menu, and choose this one, that is really slowly and just like a nerd. I don't want you type in like a nerd, so please try to remember all the things. Like Control S is just we wanna save it, and the Control Shift S, and is we wanna save another file, and what is Control N? Control N is create a new file, and the Control W is we wanna cancel this one. Cancel this one. So Control W, Control N, Control S. These are three things you need to memorize. Okay, so not just these things, and please try to use it. Okay, just enjoy your first code. By the way, I want to introduce you another thing is here. If you think this word is a little bit too small, you can go to the file, and here we'll have a preference, and you can go to the setting. Okay, setting will be here. You can change the font size, like I can change with 20, so you will see the word will become bigger. And you can change it and other things, like the color of this software. You can change a light version. Okay, it just depends on you. So you can go to the file, preference, and the setting to check with all the things. Okay, and now I will give you the extra maybe 2 minutes and to using this. Later I will introduce you and other things. Go in, and now please look at here. I will want to introduce with you another thing is Anaconda. Just why I want to let you to download the Python and also download the Visual Studio by yourself. You will find out that the environment is a really hard thing. What is the really hard thing? Is, for example, you already download the Python, but your computer cannot read in your code with a Python approach. So that is a challenge. Okay. But now if you download the Anaconda, they will make sure all the environment will immerse yourself in the Python environment. Okay, so you will deal with all the issue. So that's the reason why I want to introduce with you Anaconda. Okay, so Anaconda is what the things. Actually, that is a really friendly things for the Python developers. For example, maybe today you have so many Python projects. You have 1 project, 2 projects, 3 projects, but maybe 1 project you needed to using the version is Python 3.9, and other is Python 2.7, but you needed to these 2 versions in the same time. How to deal with that? This is quite challenging if you're using our first approach. But if you are here, if you're using the Anaconda, you will really easily to switch your version. Okay, so that's the reason why we wanna using the Anaconda. So we can go to later. We will try to search the Anaconda, and we will choose in this one, Anaconda distribution. Actually, there has 2 approaches. One is Anaconda distribution, and other is Miniconda. Actually, Miniconda is a light version. Okay, but when I download these 2 in my computer, I using in 2 computers, always run it quite smoothly. But when the student run it, this is have so many problems, especially for the Mac. Okay, so please do not using the Miniconda. Please do not using the Miniconda. If you're using the Anaconda, maybe that is a larger software, but that's everything will run smoothly. Okay, that is my experience. Okay, so now we will try to search the Anaconda. You can see here. Okay, if you wanna download it, and they will ask you to register something, but you don't need to care about that. You just scroll down, and you will find this one. Download Miniconda installer, and go to here. You can choose this one, Anaconda distribution. Anaconda distribution. We just download it. Okay, and you can see there is a large file, 1.1 gigabytes. Okay, so that is a huge software. And when it's finished, and I will show you how to use it. Okay. Okay, we can go to here and try to install it, and we keep the next one, agree, next, and finish the download. Okay, so that is Anaconda. And when we finish, and we can see something already installed the software in our computer. Okay. So we can see the progress. Just wait a moment. And the latest, that will be finished. By the way, because we don't have a computer classroom, that is, the computer is really slow. So that's the reason why we're using this classroom. And so I want to ask all of you to bring your own computer. But if you bring your own computers, you didn't listen to me. I only have 1 person. I needed to deal with all the 57 persons in here. This is really challenging. So please, when I talking and when I lecturing, please just watch out. Please just watch out. Okay, I just needed your help to make sure all the things can run smoothly. If you catch my progress, I will make sure maybe over the 80% of you will understand what I'm talking about. Okay, and you will know how to code it. Okay, just I needed you to trust me. Okay, so please no worry with all the things. But when I talking, just stop your typing. Okay. Let us just wait a moment. You know, every time I open a new class with Python, I needed to download their files so many times. In my Windows, in my Mac, in other things. So maybe after the few years, I just told with the student, I don't want to deal with the Mac issue. Mac issue, because that's too challenging. Even in one Windows, there still has so many problems. Okay, so that is really hard to deal with all the stuff. Okay, I needed you to know this. Okay, even just this week, I downloaded 2 times from Anaconda, and I also downloaded 2 times from Visual Studio, and I also download the other things in my 2 computers, not including the classroom computer. Okay, so that is just the thing we needed to do. That is too slowly. When this thing is download finished, and you can go to start, and we will see all the application, and you can go to here, Anaconda. Okay, that means all the thing already be downloaded. And we can click the next finish. Okay. So you will see all the thing, Anaconda. And then now I just open the Anaconda navigator. This green circle is Anaconda navigators. Okay. So in here you can see all the things already be downloaded. All the things already be downloaded. And if you wanna check what the package already embedded in your computer, you can go to here to check it. You see all the application, and we needed to click this one, Anaconda prompt. Anaconda prompt. We click this one, and I can search the Conda list. So all these package already be embedded in your computer. Just all in that 1.1 gigabytes application. Okay, so everything can run smoothly. And we can go to here, Anaconda, and we can choose in this Jupyter. Jupyter is just equal to your Visual Studio. Okay, so that's the means I told you, if you cannot run in your Visual Studio, no worry, we can use in another one, Jupyter Notebook. Okay, and I click it, and they will open our browser, and to help open a web page in here. So that is Jupyter. That is Jupyter. And later I will show you how to run the code on the Jupyter. Okay? So please don't worry. And now it's your turn, and you can try to download the Anaconda, and you can try to open your Anaconda prompt and the Jupyter. Okay? Okay, we will try to introduce with you the Jupyter. So now please everyone look at here. On the top of these windows, you can see there has a local host, right? Local host because that is your local, just embedded in your desktop. Okay, so in here, this is look like a website, but actually that is just your local. How to find out this folder? You can go to your folder, and we can, wait a moment. We can go to the user, and you will see this is a same, right? Anaconda 3, code 2026, OneDrive. All the thing will be the same. So here is your local host. Local host is just when we put the code in this folder, in the user folder, and all the code will be interpreted but from the Python language. Okay, so now maybe we can go to the code 2026, but you need to notice one thing is py file that is run by maybe Visual Studio. But if today you want to run some code on the Jupyter, you need to use another file name, like here. We can click the Python. Okay, and that means you want to create a new file, Python Conda environment base. Okay, so in here you will see there has a new file, and we can save the name. Maybe I just give the name as a data. And you can see the file name will be IPYNB. IPYNB, this file name is just only for the Jupyter. So we can use in this file name to run the code on the Jupyter. And we can rename it. And in here, I just type in with print 1, 2, 3, and enter. Shift enter. And that will execute your code. So that will be really easy. Not like when we're using the Visual Studio and we needed to turn on the terminal and typing with a Python 1, 2 file name. This is a little bit hard, okay, complex. But now Jupyter, you just do anything you want. Maybe just hello, and we can use in the Shift Enter. Okay, Shift Enter, or you can click this one, and this will help you to run the code. Okay, so that is just how to use in the Jupyter to run to your code. Okay, so now it's your turn. Please try to use in the Jupyter to type it.